Like who? What woman would you like him to look at? Like your wife, your daughter, my daughter?
No, but you're using your
Consent, idiot, consent. It's so far beyond his realm of comprehension. It's not even in his vocabulary. He's like, He's just like, how are you stunned by this? Dennis Prager, who now has his videos being shown to kids in Florida thanks to DeSantis, has said a million nutty things over the years. This is him recently saying that masturbating to anime child porn is fine. Wait, what? All right, let's watch this.
Would you use the word evil of animated child pornography? Because I certainly would.
No, I would use evil only with behavior. That's where we might differ, forgetting the sex issue. You can't be evil. You didn't do evil if you thought evil. You did evil if you committed.
If I'm masturbating to animated pictures of pornography, I'm not doing something evil.
That's correct.
Yeah, I think that's despicable. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Oh my God, he's a lolicon defender. Dennis' next step is to be mad at you full-time on Twitter. Bro, this is literally like 98% of the people who shit on me on the timeline. They have this exact take. Actual lolly? What the Yo, this man is defended. Like, he said a lot of weird shit about incest and whatnot, but please watch more of the context. I hate debates. Dennis Prager's position is that masturbation is not evil. His interlocutor believes masturbation to be a great evil. People are extreme in hypotheticals, and this makes Dennis defend masturbating to lolly as not evil. Oh my God.
Hebrew, so it'll be a bit. It's a very interesting Hebrew phrase. I'm translating from the Hebrew, so it'll be a bit awkward. In the place that a penitent stands, the most righteous person doesn't stand. And I extrapolate from that if you have bad thoughts and don't act on them, you're on a higher moral plane than the guy who never has a bad thought. I don't get any credit for not molesting children. I'm as interested in children sexually as I am in bananas or peach trees. Okay, so I get no credit for not molesting a child. But the sick dude who does want to and doesn't, he gets a lot of credit.
So speaking of pedophilia, suppose a man says, I view animated child porn. So there's no real victim in that sense of child pornography, which we both agree is horrendous. And by viewing animated child porn, it prevents me from acting out sexually on a child. Now, I deny that. I think that pornography inflames us to then want to act those fantasies out, and I think there's good studies that back that up. But surely you wouldn't say to the man who views animated child pornography, that's not bad so long as you don't act it out. Wouldn't you want to help this poor sick dude?
Yes, I would, but I'm thrilled that he's not acting it out. I mean,
agreed.
Okay,
of course.
Well, that's big.
Yeah.
We're both.
You know what's nuts about this? I need to explain something. No, I know. I'm listening. I was listening to everything. Okay. You know what's absolutely insane about this? First of all, everything is absolutely insane about this. Okay. Every part of this is crazy. But what is actually nuts is that Dennis Prager is weirdly empathetic to people who have sexual interest in children. And if you're like a super woke person who's like at the cutting edge of empathy, who's like if you're like a social worker who's like trying to figure out ways of how to deal with someone who's not a sex predator, but like instead whatever that's a conversation that you're having as a medical professional. Dennis Prager, on the other hand, is the least empathetic bag on the planet. So why the hell does he show more empathy to pedophiles than he does to like black people in general?
And the family was very thankful for their life in LA. Then, in May 2020, George Floyd, a black man who resisted arrest and was held under the knee of a police officer.
A black man who resisted arrest? Yo! Bro, they are so unhinged, brother.
Died while in custody.
They make it seem like George Floyd just perished on his own. Oh my God.
Although this happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota, fiery protests and riots erupted in cities all around the United States. Activists claimed that the police were targeting the black community and purposefully killing unarmed black men.
This was, of course, a lie.
As the false claims of racial targeting spread, so did the—
Oh my God, did you say that? Oh! That is remarkable. That is shocking. There needs to be a little bit more here because you have to look at everything that Dennis Prager has said and done, okay? And it's odd. This man writing lesson plans for elementary kids in Florida talking about grooming. It is odd. I mean, this is the battle of mid, by the way. Obviously, I'm not in favor of either side of this conversation. They're both freak, but it is strange that he has taken this like empathetic, unambiguously empathetic position towards people who have thoughts of pedophilia, an unambiguous empathy that he does not give to anyone.
Deny that. I think that pornography inflames us to then want to act those fantasies out, and I think there's good studies that back that up. But surely you wouldn't say to the man who views animated child pornography, that's not bad so long as you don't act it out. Wouldn't you want to help this poor sick dude?
Yes, I would, but I'm thrilled that he's not acting it out. I mean,
Agreed.
okay.
Are they smoking cigars while talking about jerking off to lolly child porn? Really? Like animated child porn? Just a couple of fucking guys. Just a couple of lads, right? Just a couple of fucking lads burning trees, smoking a fucking pipe, talking about what to do about lolly. Just enjoying a bit of lolly, mate. Fucking hell.
Of course.
Well, that's big.
Yeah.
We're both thrilled that he might have a poor substitute,
Just locker room talk, yeah?
but it is a substitute. If that were the case, no child is being used. It's all animated.
Yeah.
And he is,
Would you use the word evil of animated child pornography? Because
No,
I
I can't-
certainly
I-
would.
No, I would use evil only with behavior. That's where we might differ.
Okay, I gotta say something here. This is unironically as clear as it fucking gets. So much so that especially when you pair this up with who this motherfucker has empathy for and what this motherfucker has shown empathy towards, this makes it so much worse.
Forgetting the sex issue. You can't be evil. You didn't do evil if you thought evil. You did
If
evil
I'm
if you
masturbating
committed.
to animated pictures of pornography, I'm not doing something evil.
That's correct.
Yeah, I think that's despicable. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Who is
He's shocked. He's fucking shocked. He's like, really? But like, have you seen? Well, Dennis Prager is one step removed from being like, but what about 1,000-year-old dragon? What about 1,000-year-old dragon that kind of looks like a 6-year-old girl? Like, that's insane, dude. What the fuck is wrong with this dude?
being hurt? You have to have a victim.
Oh, I'll tell you, there's at least two people being hurt. There's the person who's poisoning himself by
Yes,
encouraging
yes,
him to
you're right.
think,
I don't
acting out
want-
on
okay.
children. And there's
So
also
wait.
the animator.
Okay, wait a minute. We both are aching for him not to have those fantasies. I agree with you, but
But you won't call it evil.
I won't call a fantasy evil.
Yeah.
There's too much real evil on Earth for me to start being preoccupied with people's thinking.
It's not just thinking; it's him masturbating to
Yes,
images of
okay.
children.
Okay, so that the real
Dog, that's crazy. Dennis Prager thinks like sharing is caring is evil, okay? He thinks not raping your wife is evil. He's written not one but 2 articles on spousal rape and why it's normal, okay? Called When Your Wife Isn't in the Mood, Part 1, and When Your Wife Isn't in the Mood, Part 2. This guy, how much lolly is he consuming, actually? Love that this guy's videos are now going to be shown in Florida schools, okay?
real question about the whole pornography issue is not pornography; it's masturbation. There is a Catholic tradition,
I disagree. I think it's both. I think both masturbation is evil, but I think pornography is
Okay,
a
so I
greater
don't think
evil, I would say.
masturbation is evil. Okay, that's. By the way, I admit that within Orthodox Judaism, there was when I was a counselor at Orthodox Jewish camp, the kids were told by some of their rabbis that masturbation is like murder. So, obviously, self-defense is killing, not murder. So murder is always wrong. Child molestation is always wrong. Is masturbation
Oh, thank God. He's okay. He has no moral quandaries there. Thank God.
always wrong? What about a man whose wife, and I had this example. Now, you may say, well, if you take an extreme example, it's not fair. But if you say always, I have to take a real life example
That's
of
okay.
a man I knew who adored his wife. I knew them when they were both well. She got Alzheimer's at a very early age in her 50s, and he dressed her and bathed her and cleaned her up for a decade. And if this man, with a wife who no longer recognized him, masturbated to get rid of his sexual tension and stayed to take care of his wife, you would say that was evil?
I would, because I think that evil is the way things shouldn't be. And I think the sexual act exists for union, and to masturbate is to thwart the end of that.
What? They're having a freak off and Dennis is the one looking good? What the hell? Oh, hell no. This is why I don't debate. And I hate when motherfuckers say I'm a debate lord, bro. This is it. Because, like, this is where you have to get to eventually. Bro, they're having a freak off, dude. It's like me and Austin having a fuck off. These guys are having a freak off, okay? He said a man with his, like, Alzheimer's wife is a fucking evil person for jerking off. God damn. Yeah, this is clipped out of context because they both just look really bad. Exactly. When in context, it still looks really bad. Bro, heated debate on pornography with Dennis Prager with 470,000 views. On the one hand, my man is defending jerking off the lolly. On the other hand, the other guy's like, if you jerk off once, you're evil. It's so weird. Yeah, the other guy doesn't want jerking off altogether. He's saying like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not lolly that he has an issue with. It's just jerking off altogether. I never thought. Well, I mean, I guess Dennis Prager is so horny that he would be in defense of jerking off. Guys, this man has had like 11 wives, okay? Or 7, I think. I don't remember. But, you know, he's definitely the horniest motherfucker on the planet.
Natural act. I also think that what we haven't taken into account yet is an industry that brutalizes women, that's often involved in trafficking women.
Oh, that's why I said I'm against all of that. I'm on your side on that.
Yeah.
Yes, I was talking about pictures, still pictures of models.
Yes.
Okay,
but I'm still saying that this brutalizes women. I think it's like what woman would you like him to look at? Like your wife, your daughter, my daughter? Would you be comfortable with someone you know and love being looked at like that? I wouldn't.
No, but you're using your
consent, idiot, consent. Pornographic adult actresses consent to filming that kind of image so that people can jerk off to it. It's so far beyond his realm of comprehension. It's not even in his fucking vocabulary that he is quite literally, he is so unfamiliar with consent that he can't fucking say it to win a goddamn argument. He knows all about lolly porn and will defend it, but when it comes down to consent, he's like, he's just like, how are you stunned by this? That is insane, brother. The easiest counter to that is quite literally to just be like, what are you talking about? My wife didn't consent to that. My daughter didn't consent to that. Your daughter didn't do that, but an adult actress did. That's the difference.
You're bringing the emotional.
I would say you're doing that. I think you're
Look, he's so stupid. He's like, oh, you're making an emotional argument. No, dumbass, just say consent.
doing that when you use these stories.
So
I would not deny that this is a virtuous man in many respects, laudable, who I could learn a great deal from.
Right, but no, you use the word evil. That's
right.
Okay, you define evil in a way I don't.
The way things shouldn't be, I would say. I would refer to natural evil. So if a man is born blind, this is a natural evil. If a stone is blind, this is not a natural evil. But I would also refer to moral evil as this is the way things shouldn't be. So we disagree on that.
Okay, yes, so...
Wait, what? Okay, I'm back in. No, this guy is awesome. He just came up with a new way to be ableist. I think that's kind of cool. Like the ingenuity there, you have to respect. Like you gotta respect like the creativity a little bit at a certain point. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm so brain broken, but I love when I find like a new level of mania that I did not even know existed in the space. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, brand new sentence in history of humanity just dropped type shit. Where he quite literally said, blind is a naturally occurring evil. Like, what the fuck? Made only funnier by the reality that he's wearing glasses, dude. Like, okay, you're like 3 steps removed from that, jackass. Fuck you mean? What are you doing? What kind of, are you half evil? Oh my God. This is awesome. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, I gotta run that back.
No, you use the word... You're bringing the emotional.
I would say you're doing that. I think you're doing that when you use these stories.
So
I would not deny that this is a virtuous man in many respects, laudable, who I could learn a great deal from.
Right, but no, you use the word evil. That's
right.
Okay, you define evil in a way I don't.
The way,
like, that's insane. My man tapped into like the most antiquated way to cover this issue. He's saying that blind people have had an evil done to them. Blind, not to sound too much like a disability activist here, but it's like you're automatically making it seem like this motherfucker got blind or was born blind due to a punishment that is usually deserved for some reason or another.
This is not a natural evil, but I would also refer to moral evil as this is the way things shouldn't be. So we disagree on that.
Okay, yes, so I'm trying to think of, okay, it shouldn't be that kids spend as much time as they do on social media. Do we both agree with that they spend too much time?
Yes.
Would you call it evil if they did spend too much time?
Probably yes.
Okay,
and then
I wouldn't. I would say it was wrong, but I wouldn't say it was evil.
Bro, this guy's like, stop you fucking toe. Evil. Devil did it. He's like, anything and everything. Okay, I like it. I like it because he just says like everything bad that has ever happened, no matter how minute, no matter how small. Evil. Fucking evil, mate. Evil. Yeah. Coffee. I got coffee. It's not hot. Fucking evil. It's the devil. Satan did it. Bite your own tongue. Evil. Evil.